Hey everybody. The other day I posted about some frozen spinach that I purchased at Whole Foods. They just had chopped frozen spinach and they had whole leaf frozen spinach. So I bought 3 bags of that and then I threw it in my big Dutch oven. And I just threw it in there frozen with olive oil. A lot of times I have people that ask me what type of olive oil I use, and this is the brand olive oil that I use. The reason I use this brand is because I've just read several articles where they're specifically talking about the quality level of olive oil, and this particular olive oil would always come up, and that's why I've continued to buy it. I purchased it at Whole Foods, and this large of a bottle is $18. So I always start in my pan with olive oil, and I try to use cast iron. So this is the Le Creuset, and it's cast iron type skillet, so that's what I try to use whenever I'm cooking. That's what I have all over my stove right now. This one is really large and I absolutely love it. So what I did was I put my frozen spinach in the Dutch oven, and then I threw 6 containers of mushrooms in this large skillet here. And I just threw olive oil in there and I just started to let it cook down. So it really wasn't complicated. All I did was open up the containers, throw the mushrooms in there with the olive oil, open up the spinach containers or bags, and just threw them in there, and while they were frozen, just let them cook down. So nothing too complicated. And then I've chopped up an onion over here, which I'm letting brown. It's like the edges are getting kind of browned, and I'm going to add that to this entire combination. So these mushrooms are really high in protein for a vegetable, so I like to go ahead and add them whenever I'm mixing, and they mix really well with the spinach. So in the spinach, what I did was I took this 365 Dijon mustard and I added it in there because I wanted it to kind of have a creamy taste, and there's absolutely nothing in this mustard that you cannot have, so there's nothing to worry about. It's even made with apple cider vinegar instead of regular vinegar, so there isn't a corn connection. And then I added quite a few dashes of this hot sauce, so there was like a kick to it. And then I wanted it to kind of have a little bit of a cream to it, so I added some of my coconut milk just to kind of see what happens, and it actually tasted really good. So that's what I have in the spinach with a lot of salt and pepper. I didn't even put any garlic or anything like that in there. So all I'm going to do is basically just plate up the spinach that has that hot sauce and that mustard, and this is 3 full bags, and after it cooks down, it's not, you don't have like a ton of spinach, but it's a decent amount. And so I'm going to kind of fill up a whole bowl's worth of spinach here, and that's the cooked down spinach. And then I'm going to take some of my mushrooms, throw those on top, just to kind of show you how much. And then I'm going to take my finished onions that look absolutely delicious and throw those on top. So that's what I'm going to have. And then with this, instead of having hamburger, I'm going to just have my scoop or 2 scoops of collagen, depending upon what time of day it would be. Recently I've been trying to only have animal protein 1 time a day, and I do the grass-fed, grass-finished beef from Missouri Grass-Fed Meats, and we sell that at the gym. I brown that up, and I use the rest of those mushrooms, and I add it to the hamburger when I have the hamburger. But I'm even trying a couple days a week, 2 days a week, where I don't even have the meat at all. So on those days, I try to get a lot of extra vegetables in, so I get my protein in through vegetables, and then I do the collagen protein, and then I also do bone broth. So on the 2 days of a week that I do not have animal protein, those are the different types of protein that I have. And then on the day that I do have animal protein, I do the grass-fed, grass-finished beef. But this would be an example of one of those meals. So this is what that spinach combination ended up looking like. And like I said, I just took the frozen spinach and put it in my Dutch oven. I took 6 containers of mushrooms and threw it in this large skillet. And then I just sauteed up an onion. And on this back burner, I just have some green beans that were frozen that I threw in there too, just because I like to use whatever burner that I have. I really wish I had a big 6-burner stove so I could be cooking on all 6 burners, but unfortunately with these big skillets like this, it takes up almost the whole entire stove. But remember, just to flavor it up, I just started thinking of textures or the way I'd like for it to taste. I kind of wanted it to be a little bit creamy, so that's why I used this Dijon from Whole Foods. Put plenty of hot sauce in there, so there was a little bit of kick, and then just a couple dashes of my coconut milk with some stevia, so it just had like almost like a cream sauce taste to it, with plenty of salt and pepper. Plenty of salt and pepper. So I'm going to sit down with that to, have my dinner with some collagen. So I hope that gave you some ideas. I posted that frozen a couple days ago, and everyone was interested in what the finished product looked like. And I'll take a picture so everyone can see. So I hope that helps everybody. For more information on what we do at Integrity Training Systems, you can take a look at us at integritytrainingsystems.com. To schedule a free fitness assessment or to get more information on a 5-month nutrition program with myself, you can call us at 636-299-2208. Thank you all for listening, and God bless you.